Once you are here, you can see that it's giving you Sage Education Program student. So you will click register, this one, register. Give me one second. I'm not going to- Where did it go? How come I cannot? Just want to make sure that, give me 1 second, please. Okay, yeah, so it's already recording. Okay, yeah. Okay, so you will click, once you are here, just click register. When you are going to click register under Sage 50, you need to select, you can say register for Sage 50 student version. Okay, when you click this link, then you can enter that information here. It's going to ask for email address. It will ask for your first name, last name, company. Company is obviously your college, CJ College. So you will enter it. Once you enter that information, when you will go to the next step, let me show you. So email address, I'm going to use my email. And then you will enter your first name and you will enter your last name. A company is obviously CJ College, usually. And then you can go to the next step. It will ask for phone number. So you can enter your phone number, address, city, right? So you will enter, then you are going to type your school. So it will ask for your school information, the city in which your school is located, studied, continued. So for this one, you can select accounting, right? And then version, you also need to select product version. So it depends that which one you have downloaded, 2021, 2022. So let's say if you have downloaded 2021, you can select your version there, and then you can click get in touch. So once you send that information and enter all that information, you will receive. It sometimes it takes time, a little bit time, maybe a day or so. So you will receive an email from Sage 50 with with your code and your activation number. So you can go, once it's expired, it will ask that your version is expired. So if you have the code, you can enter that now. So once you enter the code, it will be available for probably, I think, for 1 year, it will be available for free. So you guys can register. If you start receiving that message, you can register. Another option is, let's say, if you have downloaded 2021, once it's expired and you did not register or you don't have a registration code, then you can download the next one, 2022 or 2023. Okay, so we are using the files that we are using is for 2017, but we can use any version, doesn't matter. 2021, 2022, 2023. So that is another option that you can download the next one. Okay. Now we are going to start. Okay. And lesson 5, it's starting from page number 147. In this chapter, you will learn about payroll.
Hello, Miss.
Hello.
Okay, so I have the 2021 version. I couldn't download the 2017. I have the 2021 version, and some of the things that you have in yours are different from what I have in mine. Like where I'm supposed to edit the company's name and change that to my name. I'm not able to do that. There's no option to edit at all.
No, it is available in all the options, in all the versions. Okay, it's available in all the version, even the latest one.
So the company that you have in 2017, same company that I'm gonna see in 2021.
Yeah, once you open the company, it will automatically update the file according to the new version, which
Okay.
we are going to do that right now. So guys, and because I'm using 2019 and the file is for 2017, so it will automatically update the file according to the latest version, and it will automatically give you that option. Guys, give me 1 second. Okay, so guys, because we are going to start working on a new chapter, so we will select this option, select restore from backup. So we will select this option. When you are going to click OK, you will go to the next step. Here, we will select the file. So you are going to click browse. And you will go to the place where you saved your file. So I saved my file on my desktop. And the file that we are going to open is the same file, Harmony House Music. Same file. So we will select the file and then we can click open. Once the file is selected, we can go to the next step. It's giving the information about the version that we are using. You can see it's 2017. So this one is asking me now where I want to save this file. So I'm going to click browse and I will save it where I saved all other files in the same folder. It will automatically going to take you there. So new file name is H8M and this time it's lesson 5. Okay, dash your name. So when you are going to type it, you are going to click the save button and then you can go to the next step when you will click finish. So what's going on right now? The system is automatically going to update the older file according to the newer version. So let's say if you are using any version you are using, it will do the same thing. It should work. It's gonna take few seconds, you know that. Sometimes maybe a little bit longer, depending on your computer and speed, but eventually it should work. When you see this message, you will remove the check mark from automatically create backup, and then you can click start. As you can see that it's updating. Okay, so the session date for this one is session date is March 31st, 2017. So we are gonna select March 31st and click OK. It will ask you that the date entered is more than 1 week past the version. So we can click OK because we are going to accept this date. Yes, we will accept the date.
Last much we have to accept it, Chair.
Sorry?
The last backup date for your data, February 28th.
Yeah, you
it
don't
was.
need to make a backup copy.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I think I said yes to backup, so I'm just gonna click
Yes.
cancel. I don't
Yes.
need to make a backup copy. Okay, so once the file is open, now we can close this message. Where did it go? To close this message, and here we are. So first thing we are gonna do is we will go to setup and then settings to add the name. So when you go to setup settings, and then you can click company. Under the company, you can click information, and where you see your name, here you are going to type your name. Okay, so your name will show up in all your files and in all other things. Okay, so after you type that, you are going to click OK, and you will see your name will be there at the top of the screen. So guys, in this lesson, you guys are going to work on payroll, that how can you enter payroll related transactions. But before we start working on that, you can actually check some of the settings here. So for example, let's say when you go to setup and when you go to settings, under settings, you will see payroll. So far you learned how to use payables and receivable. So when you click payroll, you can see that it's going to give you different options there. If you click the incomes, so it's going to show you all these incomes, right? You can see that different options are there For example, under income, you can see regular income, overtime 1, overtime 2, salary, commission, and depending on the company requirement, we can actually add or delete some of the income, right? For example, let's say if a company, they are using bonus, they pay bonus to their employees, they also pay some sort of allowances to their employees, we can add it here. So just it's showing you the settings here. You can also click deductions. Under deductions, right now it's not giving us any deduction, right? So if there is any deduction for the employees, we can enter those deductions here. For example, let's say for health insurance or RRSP or pension deductions, these type of things. So we can set up here. Okay, so just to, it's just showing you that settings there. Let me see, it's not asking you to change anything here. Creating employee record. So it's page number 150, it's starting from page number 150, then how can you actually create an employee record? So under payroll, from your main page, you are going to click employee and payroll. When you click employee and payroll, different options are available. We will use these options later, but right now we are going to create an employee record. So you can click employee and you can click create option to create the employee. You can see 3 employees are already there. So the one that we are going to create is starting from page number 151. If you check, it's giving you the personal information about the employee. This is under personal. Name of the employee, if you check small Donna, so we can click in the employee field and we can type the name of the employee. SMALL Donna. That is the name. And it's also giving you the address information. 398 Richard Street. City is Vancouver. And it's British Columbia. It's also giving you the postal code V6 B 4Y2. Phone number 604 253 1122. Okay, that is the phone number. SIN number, zeros, we can enter 1, 2, 3. Okay. And date of birth, 07/20/1.
Hi, Miss. Sorry.
Hi.
Okay, so I'm still having difficulty with the 2021 that I have. I don't have the previous date. The only date I have is 2025 and 2024. I can't access previous dates, and then I'm not seeing this Harmony House.
You need to, did you download the data files? So following my step, you need, first of all, you should have the data files. You need to download the data files. And then when you will open that file, then it will give you the company. So you
Should
need
I
to
change? Should I share my screen?
Guys, I'm just very shocked that this is the end of, I think it's 4th week of probably Sage 50. And now you guys are giving me that you guys don't have files and these type of
I
things.
had issues from the beginning, Miss. I didn't have the laptop for it. I had to get a new laptop. So it took me over a week to get a new laptop to be able to even download in the first place. I couldn't use my MacBook for it.
Yeah, but I'm sharing videos every single day so you guys can Okay, anyway, share your screen. Did you
Okay.
download the data files? I cannot go over everything right now, okay? So you need to check my videos for that one.
I downloaded the software. Where am I supposed to download the data files from?
Check in the group. I shared all the links many times. I shared the links to download the software. I shared the links to download the data files many times with the codes and everything.
Okay, miss. Thank
Check
you.
the messages in the group. You cannot, you have to download the files first. After you download the files, then you can open it.
Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you, miss.
You're welcome. Go back and check the messages.
Mm.
Okay, guys. So oh wow, I'm shocked. Anyway, so this is full time, and it's also giving you the hire date as well. So hire date for that one is 03/01/2017. Okay. So that's it. That is the personal information that we are going to add. And then for employees, when you are setting up the employees, you have to add a lot of information there. Okay. So page number, when you go to page number 152, okay, so this is the information related to taxes. So you are going to click the taxes tab. Under the taxes tab, you will enter this information. So tax table. Tax table is that it depends on the province that in which province the person is working. So we are going to use the tax table for that province. It's so this person is working in British Columbia. We will select British Columbia, and then basic personal amount. Personal amount is the amount that anyone they can claim. Personal amount, federal and provincial, different amounts are there. So for federal, if you check, the federal amount is 11,635. We will enter it in there. Provincial is 10,208. That is the provincial amount. Okay. And we will make sure that calculate tax is selected. We will also make sure to calculate EI rate is there, and calculate CPP. So based on, because we have selected these options, when we are going to pay this employee, EI and CPP and income tax, it will be calculated automatically. After that, yeah.
Yeah, the basic personal amount for federal and provincial, they fix?
Yes, they're fixed. These amounts are fixed. It's basic available for everyone. And this is 2017 rate, so it's different now. But this one is based on 2017. After that, we will click income tab. Under the income tab, we can select. So if you can see that there is different options are available. So let's see what is the income for this guy. We are going to select. So if you check regular rate, this is regular. Okay, so if you scroll down a little bit, this is regular. In the income column, you will see regular. Unit is hour. Rate is how much is per hour? 18.5 is the regular rate. It's also giving you overtime one rate. Overtime one rate is 27.275. That is overtime rate. Hours per period. So I think pay period is bi-weekly. So we need to select pay period here. Pay period per year. 26 pay period per year, meaning that it's bi-weekly. Okay. And hours per pay period, we will enter hours per pay period here, 70. So that means this person is working 70 hours per period. Regular rate is 18.50, which is hourly rate. Overtime is 27.75. Hours per pay period is 70 hours. Vacation rate is 4%. So we will enter 4% in the percentage field. That means vacation, it will automatically calculate based on the vacation rate. And this option, we need to make sure it's selected, retain vacation, right? So we entered the income. After that, we are going to go to the deductions tab. For employee, when we are setting up employee, a lot of information is there. So deduction, under deduction, it's not giving us any deduction here. As I mentioned, that sometimes there might be different deductions there. For example, RRSP or health insurance, these type of things. But for these guys, we don't have anything. Then we will click WCB and other expenses. This one is related to employer, because employers, they have to pay WCB, workers' compensation. Rate for workers' compensation is 0.7. So WCB rate here, we can click in this box and we can type 0.7 as the rate for a workers' compensation. Okay. Then after that, we will click entitlements. Entitlements, you can see personal dates or different options are there. It's not asking us such as 6. Okay, so for example, sick day, vacation, since it's not giving us any information at this time, so we can skip that. You will also see there is direct deposit option. Direct deposit options, let's say, if an employee, it's direct deposit, meaning that the paycheck will directly go to that employee's bank account. So we can set up bank account here. But right now, not giving us any information there. Under the memo, we can go to the memo. And if there is any special information related to that employee, we can enter it here. So in this box, we are going to type, if you check page number 155, the memo is conduct performance review. Conduct. If you check, it's not very hard because it's exactly telling you, click this tab, enter this, and it's even giving you, excuse me, sorry, the picture of that screen as well. Conduct performance review. Okay. And here we can enter the date. On which date? So if you check that, date is 0801. So probably January 8 or August 1st. So I'm just going to select 1st August. Yeah, 1st August. And we can also select this option. Display this item in the Daily Business Manager. So when we go to Daily Business Manager, we can see this item there. After we enter memo, additional information, if there is any additional information, like maybe any driver's license or any additional information related to an employee, emergency contact number, these type of things, we can enter it here. Okay. Next one is T4 and RL1. So T4 is basically related to T4 when at the end of the account, now 1 year, when the employer, they issue T4, it will give us the totals here. So far, because we are just setting up this employee, there isn't any numbers are not there. Okay. So after we enter that, we are going to click create another to create another employee. And once you click that, you can see that page number 157, it's giving us all that information. So first of all, under personal, we can click personal. We will enter the name of the employee. Employee name is Friesen. E-S-E-N. Ken. That is the name of the employee. And it's giving us the address and other information as well. 3433 Prince Edward Street. It's in British Columbia. City is Vancouver. And postal code B5V3X7. Phone number 604-862-3374. SIN number zeros. Okay. Birth date May 10, 1982. So May, that means 5/10/1982. Okay. Date of hire is March 1st, 2017. March 1st, 2017. It's a full-time employee. If you click the drop-down arrow, you can find full-time, part-time. So full-time. Now we will go to the next tab. It's giving you that you have to go to the taxes. So you will go to taxes. Tax table, because this person is working in British Columbia, so we will select British Columbia tax table. Federal personal is 11,635. Provincial for British Columbia is 10,208. Guys, again, this one is very old rates, like 2017. After we enter taxes, next thing is income. Income. And pay period per year for this guy is 12. So that means monthly. This person is salaried, not hourly. Okay, so you will look for salary. This is salary. Period and amount per unit means monthly salary. It's 3120. Hours per pay period, monthly hours. So you will go to hours per pay period, 150 hours. A vacation rate here, you will enter 4% is the vacation rate. Retain, so it says no. That means remove check mark. Here from retain vacation, you can remove the check mark. Then it's asking you go to the additional info, so you can click. Where is additional info? Here, additional info. And it's asking you to enter the license number. So in the first phase, we can say driver's license number, and it's 5 BC. WCB and other expenses. So this is WCB and other expenses. WCB rate is 0.7%. Memo. Then we are going to go to the memo option. And here we are going to type the memo, conduct performance review. On which date? August 16. 2017. And yes, display this memo in the Daily Business Manager. Okay, so once it's done, you can click Save and Close to save this employee as well. And you will notice that both of the employees are there. Modifying employee record, next one is going to show you that how can, if we already have a one employee and we want to modify or add some information there, we can do that. So the employee that we are going to modify is this one, Amanda. So to double click, you can double click to open it. Okay, what is this asking you to do? To add some income. So we will click Income tab. Under the Income tab, we are going to enter regular amount per unit. So this is regular amount. Right now you can see it's showing $22. So we are going to change it to 23. Overtime, if you scroll down a little bit, you can find overtime as well. Overtime for this one is now, it was 33 and now it's 34.50. We can change that. Regular hours per period is 70. So this is regular hours per period, 70. WCB and other expenses, we can click that. It's showing 1.1, but it's 0.7. So we can change it to 0.7. Personal, under personal, it's asking us to add a SIN number. So SIN number is 706921129. And it's asking to select gender. So this is gender. You can click the drop down arrow and you can select your gender. Once we make these changes, we can click Save and Close. And next person is Campbell Fred. This is the one. Okay. For this person, what we are going to do now, modify information for the following employees, regular hours. So regular hours we can find under income. So regular hours per pay period is 70. 70. WCB rate. So we are going to go to WCB and other expenses. Rate is 0.7%. Gender is, gender you can find under personal. Personal, gender is male. Okay. Once you enter that information, save and close. Next employee that we are going to edit is Gordon Frank. That is the one. Salary hours per period. So that information is under income, obviously. So if you scroll down a little bit, we are looking for salary. Salary is there, 3,300, but hours per pay period is missing. So in the hours per period column, we can enter 140 beside salary, number of hours, WCB rate, 0.7, SIN number under personal, 721874782, and gender is male. Male. Okay, save and close. It's gonna show you the payroll link account after we make these changes. To see the link account, we can go to setup and setting. So setup, settings, and under payroll, if you check linked accounts, it's gonna give you, and you can click the different options there, income. All these accounts are linked there. So you can see for the income, wages and salaries is expenses linked. It's your principal bank account is there, vacation owed account is there, advances, payroll, those accounts are there. Oops, I closed it. Setup, settings. It's not asking you to change anything, just asking you to review these accounts. Deductions, these are the accounts, okay, because we don't have any deduction. That's why no account is there. Taxes, okay, so EI, payables is automatically there, selected when we are going to enter any process any payroll for an employee, because these accounts are linked. So automatically your EI, CPP, income taxes deducted, and it will go to the appropriate linked accounts. We can also check user defined expenses. There isn't any extra expenses, and we don't have even other group expenses as well. Okay. So guys, what am I gonna ask you guys to do? Let me see. I'm gonna ask you, maybe it's not that hard. We can even paying employees. 160 page number. So it's gonna show you how can we pay an employee. So how we are gonna do, what we can do, how can we pay an employee? So from employees and payroll, we will click paychecks option. This is the first option, paychecks. I think payroll check run, you maybe learn in second course. So paychecks, when you will click paychecks, it's going to open a different kind of window for you. So guys, check this is. So your paycheck window, when we are going to paycheck to our employees, it will look like this, something like that. Okay, so it says make sure the calculate taxes automatically button is activated. It's already activated, because if it is activated, it will automatically calculate taxes. Now, also check that your bank account is there. So it will be paid from this bank account. You can click the drop down arrow, and all the employees that we have is there. So the one that we are going to pay is Small Donna. When you select your employee from the list, and after that you click anywhere on your screen, you will notice that all the information that we have entered for Donna is automatically there. And guys, also notice that at the bottom of the screen, it's giving us the gross pay based on the number of hours, based on the hourly rate. It's giving us the gross pay. And it's also giving us the withheld amount, meaning that based on the information, a formula, rate, EI, CPP, income tax is calculated automatically. If we want to make any changes, like maybe the hourly rate is different at that time, we can change it. Or maybe this employee worked for overtime hours, we can enter overtime hours here. Okay, so far, it's just the regular hours. See, we don't even need to enter anything. It's just the regular hours, and we are going to pay this guy for regular hours. We can enter the check number. So check number is 327 that we are going to issue, and we can check what is the check date. So check date, if you check on page number 161, it's March 10. So we can click the calendar and we can change the date to check date, which is March 10. And period end date. So guys, we are using, because a little bit latest version, So you will also see period start date, okay? But what we can do, because it's a March 10, which date it's showing March 18. Based on, I don't know why it's showing March 18. So we can change the date, period end date to March 10, and I think it will automatically fix the period start date when you press tab. It doesn't, but what we can do then, because it's not giving us period start date, that option is not available. It was not available in 2017. So we can change the period start date to March 1st to March 10. Okay, period end date is March 10. Okay, now when we check all that information, we don't need to change anything here. Regular hours 70. She did not work for any overtime hours. Okay, so you guys can check all that information. If we go to the vacation tab, it will automatically going to calculate the amount based on the vacation rate. When you click the taxes tab, again, we don't need to calculate anything here. It will automatically going to calculate CPP, EI, and tax. Okay, so everything is automatically calculated. Tax, you will notice that tax is different. The one which is showing on the book and the one that we have, it may be different. Both your EI and income taxes, and sometimes CPP as well. The reason is because it's 2019 version, and if you are using even more upper version like to 2020 or 2021, so your EI, your income tax will be different based on the version that you are using. So you don't need to worry about it because it's not something that you can change. So you can keep it as it is. Okay, so because it's because of the formulas, because of the percentages which are there automatically. It's built-in formula, so we cannot change it. So leave it as it is. Okay, so you may see a different numbers there, which again, it's okay. All right. And obviously because of that, your total pay, net pay will also be different. Okay, so which is again fine. So if I'm going to check my report now, report, display payroll journal entry. And this report is on page number 163. You will see because of, so CPPEI is different. Income taxes, checking amount. Yeah, so that's why because of that little difference there, the check amount will be different, which is okay. Once we check that, we can click post. So guys, did you notice that everything is automatically calculated? We don't need to calculate anything. And this one is going to show you that the payroll formulas being used are valid only for session date from this to this. Are you sure you want to continue with this transaction? So we are going to say yes. Again, this message is because I am using a different version, and payroll formulas comes with the version. We cannot change that. So I'm going to say yes, because obviously I want to use that. And then I can click OK to close that. Another one that, guys, give me just 2 minutes. All right. So next one is, so we post this one, 163. In this exercise, you will create and post a payroll check. Okay. So create and post a check 328 for Campbell Fred. So we are going to select the employee first, Campbell Fred, and we can click anywhere in the screen to open that. Check number we will enter. So check number is 328. We can enter the check number manually. Check date is March 10, so it's correct. Period end date is March 10. Okay, so that is correct. We don't need to change anything here. If you check it, regular hour 70. Okay, so $21 is the hourly rate. Amount for this one is 1,470. And also notice that this guy worked for 2 extra overtime hours. So in the overtime field, under the hours, we can click and we can type 2 overtime hours. When you press tab, based on the rate and the number of hours, it will automatically going to calculate the amount that this employee is going to receive for overtime, which is 63. And it's also giving you year-to-date amounts as well, that how much so far this person received. So 2 overtimes hours we added, and that's it, guys. When you click the taxes tab, again, as I mentioned, that CPP is the same, but EI and income tax is different. Actually, income tax is just few cents different. Okay, but EI is different, and it's just because of the rate. So that's fine. What we are gonna do now, once that information is correct, we can click. And our net pay is gonna be different because of the rates, which is again fine. So what did you do? And it's so easy to process payroll in Sage 50. All you have to do is like regular number of hours are there, overtime. This guy worked if there is any extra information, amounts is there, you can just enter. Now we can post this one. There is another check. Again, it will give us the message about the payroll formula. So we are going to say yes to accept that. Create the following check number 329. For which guy? Ken. So we are going to select Ken from the list. And when you click anywhere in the screen, it will give you information for Ken. Check number is 329. We will enter the check number. Check date is March 31st. March 31st. Pay period end date is also March 31st. So we can enter March 31st. And maybe pay period, because it's monthly, so we can select pay period start date March 1st. Okay, so March 1st to March 31st. Now, let's see. Do we need to change anything? No. Salary is automatically there. Okay. What is this asking you to do? Because Ken is a monthly employee and each pay period can receive based on his salary same amount, right? So we can actually store it as a recurring entry. Like you can store a recurring entry for any other module. You can also store as recurring entry for payroll as well. So this is the store as recurring entry icon. You can click that. It's giving you the name of your employee there, and it's monthly because Ken is receiving his salary on monthly basis. So monthly, click OK, and we stored this recurring entry. Okay. And next time when we are going to pay Ken, we can just simply click the icon to open it and process it from there. Okay, and then we can click post. It says the payroll formula being used. Again, same message. So we are going to say yes. This next exercise, in this one, you will learn that it's going to show you that sometimes employees, they ask for advances and loans. If the company is issuing any advance and loan, how can we enter it? Okay, so 1,300 for payroll advance of 1,300 for Gordon. So Gordon is receiving payroll advance of 1,300. We will select the employee, giving us the information for the employee. Create the mid-month advance, check number 330. Check number is 330. Okay. Frank on March 15. So March 15 is the advance. So check date is March 15. Okay. And what we are gonna do for salary and hours, because it's just the advance. This is the advance column, right? So we will click in the advance column, this period, and we will type 1,300. So because Ken's salary is monthly, so in the mid-month, sometimes employers, they can also do that. Like in the middle of the month, they can pay some advance to the employee. So Ken is receiving on 15th March 1,300, but we need to delete the salary, right? Because not receiving salary at this time. So what we can do, we can delete the hours and the salary as well, because Ken is only receiving advance, not the salary. Okay, after you do that, if you check at the bottom, okay, why it's not? Okay. Okay, it's not updating automatically. Why is that? What I can do, calculate. It's why it's not updating. I deleted it. Okay, yeah, you need to. So I just clicked outside that box. Now it's updated. After you delete it, just click anywhere in the screen and it will update automatically. So check that at the bottom, gross pay is there, withheld. Again, it might be a little bit different. Net pay is also going to be a little bit different, but not a big difference, like few cents difference. So once that is done, only thing that Ken is receiving at this time, not the salary, just a 1,300 advance. And guys, this is also income from employment. So that's why all the deductions should be there. You can see that EI and CPP and income taxes, everything is there, right? Because obviously it's an income from employment. So everything will be calculated. Now, I hate this thing. I don't even know how to. Sometimes it will just disappear automatically, but sometimes it's just like a big thing on my screen. It's very irritating. I don't know how to hide that. Anyway. So we are going to click post to post that one. And every time when you receive a message about the payroll formulas, just accept that. Okay. So that create the month end paycheck. So now month end paycheck, when we are going to select Ken again, and we click anywhere on the screen. So you guys, you will notice that We need to update that too. Who's calling? Just give me 1 second.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, I selected the wrong
Hello?
person. Should
Yeah,
be-
that's what I wanted to say.
Yeah, it should be the current transaction will be discarded. Yes. Yeah. So Gordon Frank, but it's still not showing. It should, okay. All right. So yeah, this is the person. And because already it's showing 1300 when we click in this field, this period, because obviously when we are going to pay, we need to deduct the advance, already received advance. So when you click in the beside advances, this period, you will notice that it's automatically showing as a negative number. So we can enter the check number. Check number is 331. Okay. And check date is now March 31st, end of the month. Okay. Okay, so you will notice that it will automatically deduct from the salary this 1300. So we just need to click this pay period beside advances. And now we are going to pay him the balance, remaining balance. Okay. Again, you will notice a little different in the amount for withheld, which is okay. So we can post it. It's not that hard. Easy stuff. What else is there? Let's see. So for another guy, we are going to issue. So say a payroll loan is usually an irregular. Okay, so it is on March 28, Fred Campbell requested a nominal advance of 250 against his upcoming paycheck. Okay. So we can select Campbell Fred. Check number we are going to issue is 332. On which date? March 28. March 28. And so advance, how much is it loan and advance? No, it's loan. So asking for a loan, 250. Okay. So we need to delete the regular hours because we are not paying salary. We are just paying 250 advance. So once you delete the hours beside the regular, you can see that it's just showing 250 as advance. Sorry, loan, not advance, loan. Okay. And for it's a loan, so no deductions for that because loan means that employee is going to pay back this loan. So no deductions, no CPP, no EI, nothing. And if you check the report for this thing, report, display payroll, and it's not showing any deductions. Payroll advances, check account is debit because this is loan, right? So as I mentioned that loan, they are going to pay back. That's why we will not deduct any deductions there. And after that, we can click post to post this one as well. Check is issued. The above loan advance will be used as a deduction. Okay, wow. Okay, so now we are going to pay regular check to Fred. Fred. And when you click anywhere on the screen, check number is 333123. Check date is March 31st. March 31st. Now we are going to pay, but we also need to deduct this loan, right? So he received 250, so we need to deduct that. How can we do that? In the loans field beside loans under this period, when we click, it will automatically going to show as a negative number, minus 250, and this amount will be deducted from the regular pay. Okay, so check that. And after you check and you make sure that all that information is correct, you can click post to post that. So what if something was wrong when a check was issued? Can we fix that or adjust that? Yes, we can do that. In this next exercise, which is starting from page number 170, a check which was issued to Donna, we need to make some changes there. So what was the problem? A commission amount of $100 was omitted. Okay, so we are gonna click this one, adjust check icon, and we can even select the employee. It was for small Donna. There is only one check which we issued, check number 327. Okay, so we can select that. It will open on the screen. So commission, it says that commission was, we did not enter the commission when this check was issued. So the commission amount is 100. So this is commission, and in the this period field, we can type 100. Obviously, it's not hours, so we can directly type the amount 100. Okay, so the taxes should be similar to the following. So guys, another thing which we can do when we make an adjustment to any paycheck, we need to click this icon after that, which is kind of like a green calculator. So this one is for to recalculate taxes. So when we make any changes in the payroll amount, we need to click this icon to recalculate taxes. When you click that, based on the amount that we have entered and updated, the system is going to recalculate the taxes again. And that's it. After you do that, you can click post to post that, and it will give have not recorded any hours for. Obviously, we don't need to record hours for commission. It's just the amount. So we can say yes, that yes, we can process that. Okay. And it was posted successfully. What else? It's showing you report, payroll reports, and that's it. So I'm gonna ask you guys, another one is the paychecks in the employees and payroll module. Okay, enter taxes manually. Okay. So we are going to select Amanda for this exercise. March 31st is the date, and next check number is 335. Okay, so we can enter that. Regular hours, all that information is there. Okay, what is this asking us to do? Net pay is 1294. Our net pay is a little bit different. So taxes, when we go to the taxes, enter text manually. Okay, why? But anyway, we can do that. This is the option to enter taxes manually. You can click that. Once you select it, maybe the tax was different or something like that. So we can actually change the taxes. So page number 173, if you check on the taxes tab, enter the new taxes. So it's already, okay, so this one we can change it. I don't know if it will allow us to change 384. No, it's not allowing me. Enter text manually. I clicked it, but I still cannot change it. I don't think that, I am not sure if this, I never used that option before. So guys, for me, it's not working. Maybe it's the version or I don't know. Maybe here I can enter CPP. Oh yeah, I can maybe enter here. CPP is 75. EI is, oh yeah, I can change it from there. 30. And tax is 250. Okay. Yeah, so it's updated. Maybe the same thing you guys can do when you are entering other payroll to update your taxes, but that's okay. So this is how you can enter the taxes manually. And then you can click post to post that. So this is it for your reports. We can close this. And any reports that you want to generate related to employees and payroll, this is your report center. You can click the drop down arrow and payroll journal entries and all that reports are there. Okay, so today I'm going to ask you guys to send me a report for payroll journal entries. You can select payroll journal entries, create, and once you have this report, you can click export to export it, save it, and then email it to me. Email me this report, payroll journal entries. Okay. And guys, practice the skill on page number 174. Once you complete this chapter, this one, you are also going to do practice the skill and you're also going to work on the review question. Tomorrow, we will check the answers of these review questions as well. We did not check the answers. So we are going to check the answers as well. Okay, so it's your break time. You guys can take your break. I'm going to send that information in our WhatsApp group. And then you guys are going to complete this chapter. But this is your break time right now. Take your break and continue after the break.
Miss, before you go, can you add me back to